Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I hate posting on social media. Not that I hate actually doing it. I hate preparing the content. I hate doing some research and then figuring out what's the best photo. Um, and in my business, you kind of need to be active on social media. Just if someone's looking you up or anything like that, do a bit of research and you're not active. Like if someone's for a cold email campaign, they're searching you, make sure you're legit. If they see you've not been active for the last 3 years, they might question it. So what I've done is I've built a LinkedIn automation to show you how we can automate this entire process, and it's going to take you 5-10 minutes a week, and you'll have a week's full of social media posts without having to do any research, really. We're going to schedule every day, search Airtable for these records. Then we're gonna use a HTTP request to pull the source file. We're going to clean that code, not necessary, but it's here anyway. Then we're going to use AI to generate a post related to the data file, related to the URL and the topic. Then we're going to generate an image related to that topic. Then we're going to upload it to LinkedIn. Then we're going to update another record in Airtable so it doesn't re-upload it. Okay, that's the whole automation. Let's run this and see what happens. Okay, so I made this little quick spreadsheet, quick slideshow just to show you the value here. It's going to take less than a minute. Okay. So posting on LinkedIn every day sounds great, but honestly, who has the time for that? The automation in this system with AI and n8n is going to write these posts for you, keeping your profile active without eating up any of your time. All you've got to do is set up this automation here. When people Google you or check your LinkedIn, you want to look alive, not like you abandoned it a few years ago. Consistent posting also builds trust without requiring you to babysit LinkedIn all day, and it does help with your organic SEO. So if you do have your website or anything like that on your LinkedIn, I'm not an SEO guy, but I know enough. So here's how we're going to do it. Here's how we're going to build this. We're going to use a trigger in n8n that runs through it daily. We're going to use Airtable to pull the next article topic from your database. You can use Google Sheets if you want. And then we're going to use OpenAI and image generation from OpenAI to create a relevant image. You can switch this out if you want to get more involved. If you're a social media manager or anything like that, you can switch out the images, but I'm just using image generation. And then you're going to publish it automatically and mark it as posted in LinkedIn. So you're going to post it on LinkedIn. The goal of this system is basically to just help you maintain consistency, save you time so you don't have to figure out what I'm going to post every day, which is a nightmare, and that's what I don't like doing. And then it also builds that credibility too, right? Like anyone does any research for you, your LinkedIn's already kind of handled, your Instagram's handled, your Facebook's handled, whatever. Like you can connect this to all platforms. You can get this build on my school community completely free right now. It's not going to be free forever, but it's free right now. I don't know when I'm going to make it to a paid one. It's pretty bare bones at the minute, so that's why I've kept it free. But you can download a bunch of different automations and scenarios that I provide for Make and n8n. So I know I've spent a bit of time just explaining that simple automation, but I wanted to try a different way to do these videos. So let's jump right into the tutorial here. Okay, so we're going to create a new workflow. Save that. All right, so first step, we're going to add a trigger. Okay, just go in here, and I believe it's called schedule trigger. Going to add that, and then you're just going to set the time that you want this to run. I want it to run at 10 a.m. Every day, so one day. Settings, always output data, retry on fail, no. You don't need to do any of that, that's totally fine. So, okay, so that's good. Click away there, that should all be saved. There you go. Okay, next step, we're going to connect to Airtable. Now, if you're not using Airtable, you're going to have to connect to Google Sheets. That's a different setup with n8n connecting to Google Sheets. This is my Airtable. So I want to use this LinkedIn post table, I actually created this post with AI, which is cool. So you open up Airtable AI and just tell it the base that you want and what you're trying to achieve, and it created these fields for me. And then I did remove a few, but that saves you a lot of time because you have to go in and create all these fields. So the goal here is, or the user input that you're going to use, you're going to add in is these two fields here. You're going to add the topic, and then you're going to add the resource URL. So let's use this for example. This is my own blog I made. I'm not proactive on it, but I made this. So what I did was I just went to like the latest post. So this might be better. Five proven methods to increase your store's conversion rate. So what you can do is just post. Excuse me. Just put. You know what? Just to keep this simple, let's remove these. Okay, remove that. So it's an empty database. I'll give you a copy of this here, or a view link below. But all you need here is you need topic, resource URL, post content, post date, resource description, status. In fact, you probably don't need these. This is the most important: post date and last modified. You need last modified. That's a trigger field. That's just how it works in Airtable. So for the resource URL, you just paste in your URL here, and then for topic, this is 5 proven methods to increase your store's conversion rates. I'm just going to put conversion rates. You can put the title if you want. It really doesn't matter. This is just kind of the topic. The topic of the post, right? If you're doing, if you're a dental clinic, then obviously choose a link for dental topic or whatever, some relevant information, and then just put the topic of that link. There is a point to this when I build the automation. Okay, so next step, let's what we're going to do here. So for Airtable, we want to search records. Okay. And then you do need to connect. So to connect to Airtable, you create new credential. You're going to need your access token, and you need to ensure that you have these scopes for your access. If you need help with that, you can click on this Open Docs, and it does walk you through it. I'm not going to walk you through the Airtable connection. LinkedIn is going to be the one that I walk through, but you can get all the information here to connect. If you're using Google Sheets, then obviously you're going to need the Google Sheets information to connect. But it's easy to do, very easy to do. LinkedIn was confusing, that's why I'm going to show you that. Okay, so then choose your connection. You want a record, you want to search, and then the list that we choose, the from list, will be the name of this base, which is content systems. Where it was. There it is. And the table is LinkedIn posts. Okay. Linked in posts. Do I want to return all? I don't believe so. I want to do one at a time. So do one. So uncheck return all. Click limit 1. And then we do need to add a formula. So the formula here is basically it's going to pull any of the Airtable. So we don't want to duplicate content. So whenever this field is filled out, that means that the automation has run and it's at the end of the automation, and it's going to add this field. So any field that is empty is up for the taking, kind of thing. So we need a filter in n8n that says if this field, which is post date, so 2 squiggly lines, post date, actually that's the field, and then we want to say if it's 0. So if it's empty, basically it's going to pull the next record. If that makes sense, hopefully that makes sense. You'll see what I mean when I in fact, can I just execute it? There you go. Yeah, so it pulled that first link there. What? Invalid filter. No, it's not. Is it post date? Maybe it's a different. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. It's not 2 squiggly lines. It's this. It's curly brackets, curly bracket, squiggly line, curly bracket. This is how Airtable reads it. Equals 0. That should work. Now if I execute that, there we go. Look, so it's pulled the record that's empty, which is all of them. But it's It's going to pull all of them. Let's make sure these are deleted too. It's going to pull all these. Let's delete that. That's new. So if I do it now, it should pull that record. There you go. There you see the link, and it's got the topic. Okay, so that's working. You can execute the step and test it here in n8n. Normally I do stuff in Make. I've just kind of switched to n8n. It's pretty cool. I do actually think Make is probably faster to get things set up, but I like this. It's cool. Okay, now the next thing we want to do is we want to pull the data from the website. So we want to pull this. Now we could basically, when we pull this, we're going to pull the page source of this entire thing, which looks like this. So it's a lot of content. So I have created a HTML, like a filter the content, but it didn't really work the way I wanted to, but I'm going to create it anyway. So first thing we want to do is we want to get the HTTP request node, and then we want to get, and then we just want to get the URL. So we want to feed that URL from the Airtable database, which is this, and just put it in there, and it's going to go green. That means it worked or it's correct. Do we need authentication? I don't think we do. I don't think we need anything. We just need that URL, send query parameters, send, yeah, this is a public URL, we're just getting it, and then it's going to pull the source code right here. Okay, very simple to do, and you can do this on any website unless there's like a block on the actual website, but it's very rare that there is. Okay, and then the next step, I cleaned the HTML, and I'll get the code. Let me get this here, and then, so the next step, HTML, is it that HTML? Nope. What is this field called? I forget what it's called. I think it's code. Yeah, it's code. I called it HTML, it's code, and you want to paste this in. If you download this, you can get this. If you go sign up to my school community, you'll get this code. You'll be able to download this and just import it directly in. This is the code here. It's basically just going to clean up the HTML. Well, it's supposed to remove the HTML, but when I actually do it, it's just it's not HTML. It's JavaScript. Sorry. Run once for all items. Yep. Sorry, I'm just copying the one that I did before. It's basically supposed to clean it. It didn't do a great job. You might want to change this, or you can remove it. It really doesn't matter. I just added it in. It doesn't matter. Like you can, if you execute this step here, like you see, it turns this. Let's pause this. Okay, I know what it was. It was the naming of this. So I need to name this just HTTP. Okay, and that should fix that. And then open that up, execute. There you go. So it's cleaned it. It doesn't really look that much better. It's just removed some of the code. It still looks kind of crazy, but it's okay. It's probably better for OpenAI. I don't even know if it is better. You may not need it, but it cleans HTML, whatever. Now we want to just spit that out. You know what? I've changed my mind. I don't need these fields, so let's just get rid of them. I literally don't need them. All we need is a HTTP request that goes straight to chat. In fact, we'll do the HTML, which cleans it a little bit, and then we'll just do we'll just use a message model AI. Then we'll just use AI now. OpenAI messenger model. Sorry, I just clicked that shit. There we go. Messenger model. Add that in, and then this is the fun part, kind of. So you need to connect to OpenAI. Again, create new credential. You need your API key, organization ID. You can find these at platform.openai.com. I'm not going to show you mine, because I don't want you to have my API key. It costs, you're gonna have to upload maybe $20 or something to the API. So for the usage, but it lasts for a very long time and it is inexpensive. Like if you go to pricing here, so that's $1.25 per 1 million tokens. So you use like it depends on how heavy the content is, but you use like 300 to 1,000 tokens each run. So you can imagine you get 1,000, basically 1,000 runs for $1 with GPT-5. I'm actually using GPT-4, which is more expensive. I don't know why. That's weird. Maybe I should use GPT-5. Yeah, okay. So anyway, that's the cost. Okay, so click the settings button. You'll go to your organization page. You'll need your organization ID. You need your name, and then you'll also have to verify your organization. This is just it just pulls up a QR code and you run it through your phone. You add your ID, and you do need to do this. And the reason why, it's not to use the API key, it's to use the image one GPT generator, which is so much better than DALL-E 2 and DALL-E 3. If you don't want to do that, you're going to have to add a image generator in n8n or a source for images in there. But I would highly suggest that you do that. It looks so much cleaner. And then I'm not going to click on this, but you go to your API keys and grab your API key to connect it. You put your API key in here. You put your organization ID, and then leave the base URL and just hit save, and then it will say if it's connected or not. I'm going to do a bit more of a deeper video for connecting stuff, but right now that's how you do it. Very easy to do. Okay, so connect to your API account, OpenAI account, go to text as a resource, and you want to message a model, and then you want to use from list, and then I am using 4. I think 5 is here, right? 5 is here. I swear I saw 5. 4 latest. Like, they're gonna have 5, surely. Yeah, look, there's 5. I'm gonna do the more expensive one. In fact, I'm just gonna leave it. This was working. GPT-4. Use the model that you prefer. Really doesn't matter. It's just a prompt and how it handles the data. And then I'm just gonna copy this prompt. But this is basically what we're doing here. Now, I got this prompt from AI. Oh, that's not it. Excuse me. This is okay. So write a professional and engaging LinkedIn post about topic. So the topic here. So let's delete this here. So we're gonna pull. Let's execute those nodes. The topic, we're gonna pull that from the topic, the search records in Airtable. So we're gonna grab this topic and then I'm just gonna put it right there. So now it knows the name of the topic, which was, I believe, conversion rates when he did it. And then inspired by the following article, and then we're going to pull that link, which is here, resource URL, and just put it in the field here. So we're going to give this to OpenAI. And sorry, that's wrong. That is wrong. That is very wrong. Okay, I want to use the clean data. So I have been doing it without. We'll just let's do this here. Clean data. So I've been doing it with the link, which means that I don't need this HTML. But I feel like that could be less reliable because you're relying on OpenAI to scrape. But it's actually been producing. I did a demo, and it has been working. So let's see how that goes. So when we run this, it might be a little off, but if it's not, we're going to so let's do inspired by the following article, by the following data. Actually, let's just put article. Start with and then you can give the structure of your post. Start with a hook or question that sparks curiosity. Keep it under 150 words. Include 3 clear, actionable bullet points that provide real value to readers. Avoid copying the article word for word. Use it only as inspiration. And with a soft call to action, encouraging discussion, connection, or further reading. Okay. Bob's your uncle. Select user role. You can give it some examples, but you know what, I'm just gonna let AI handle it. Let's uncheck that, and then looks to be good. I'm not going to test it yet. Okay. Next step, we want to generate an image. Okay, generate. Sorry, it's AI, I believe. AI image. Where is it? Generate. Where is generate an image? OpenAI. Generate an image. Okay. Now here you need a separate prompt. Okay, and you want it to be a image, generate an image. So these are the options. So excuse me, if you didn't verify your organization, you're going to use one of these two. if you verified your organization, use GPT image 1. It looks so much better, so much cleaner, and actually listens to your prompt and your color schemes. So that's why I use it. And then another prompt in here. Just paste that in. You can download this, remember, in my school community, so please sign up. Create a clean, professional LinkedIn style illustration that visually represents the key ideas from this LinkedIn post. Now here, all we're going to do is we're going to add in the messenger model, we're going to take the content that it produces and just put that there, and then use a modern minimal design that feels inspiring, professional, avoid adding text to the image, blah, blah, blah. And then you can put like blues, whites, grays, like you can put your color choice. I'm just leaving it like that. It's going to do it like blue, I'm assuming. And then just open that up. Why is this error? That looks good. Connect your own custom n8n to, yeah. We'll run that in a second. Okay, now in fact, let's just, to see where we're at, let's save this, and let's do a quick run, which is under here. So execute workflow, search in the records, it's messaging AI. Hey, it's done something, and then it's generating an image. Now the image generation obviously takes longer. Let's have a look at the actual. There you go, that's the content, that's the actual post. So that's good because it's about stores conversion rates, which is this link here. Your stores conversion rates. So yeah, let's see the image. Definitely takes a while. But I mean, like, you're not going to know. Like, this is going to be running every day, right? So you won't even know. Like, it's not going to be slow. Okay, there's the image. Let's have a look at the image. That looks good. That's fine. I mean, if you want it to be more specific, but the content of the post is your online store actually converting visitors into customers. So, I mean, that to me looks like, increase your conversion rates. So I'm happy with that. You can change the prompt, you'll get better images or worse images. Definitely use GPT image 1. I do not like DALL-E 3. It just looks weird. I can show you a run, but it's just going to take a minute. So that's all working so far. Okay, the next step is LinkedIn. Now this is the fun part. So LinkedIn, create a post. Now I've already connected it. I'm going to show you how to do it. It is a pain. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of weird. I mean, it's not that difficult, but let's just do it. Create new credential. Okay, you need to have this callback URL. I'm going to set standard, and we need the client ID, client secret. And the best way to do this, if you don't want to follow along, or if you've got to jump out of this video or whatever, open up the docs and just follow these instructions word for word. So we need to create a LinkedIn account, create a LinkedIn company page. I want to use my personal account. I did create a company page. I'm not sure if you actually need to do that or not, but I did do it. Okay, and then we need to get this client ID, client secret, after you create a new developer app. So you need a LinkedIn account, and yeah, see, it says you need a page. So anyway, head over to LinkedIn. If you do want to connect, by all means do so. But let's see. Where do we go here? I forget where we have to go. Okay, so we need to create a LinkedIn page, create a company page. Okay, I've already created a company page. I just click that link. So you create a LinkedIn page, click on create. And then you can create a company page, upload your logo, blah, blah, blah. I actually do have one. I just can't remember where we access everything. So log into LinkedIn and select this link, create a new developer app. So that's what you want to do. Click on that, create a new developer app. So enter your app name. So I just put n8n integration, LinkedIn page. Now I put the page, but I actually, so you must, yeah. So excuse me. So you need to create a page. So go ahead, create a page, and then put the link of that page in here. I'm just unsure where my page is, my apps. So this is what I created. This is the page. So where do I go to create a page? So let's just start this again. So yeah, come down here. Let's create a page. So you need to create a page, create there, follow the steps, create a page, get the link of that page. Okay, now I need to go and find that page where I don't know where it is. Damn, there it is right there. That's my page here. Okay, so where's the link? There you go. Viewers member. So that's my page link right there. All right, let's open in a new tab. Yeah, that's my page. Okay, so get that page link, create that page, get that link, and then let's go back to, let's close this because it's getting confusing already. Let's go back to here, create a new developer app. We'll call this n8n integration. I'm going to put v2. Put your page name there. If you have a privacy policy, I didn't include that. Put the logo. You have to put a logo. I'm just gonna put this logo, old logo. It's white. Who cares? I have read the agreed terms. Yep, and then create the app, and then you need to do request access, share on LinkedIn. I have read and agreed to these terms. Request access. And then scroll down. You also need to do this one. I mean, I don't know if you do, but I did do it. So just request access. Okay. I know this is a ball ache, but you only have to do it once. Okay. And then go to auth. And then there's your client ID. There's your secret. So grab this. Go back to n8n. Put that in there. Client secret. Okay. And then you need this callback URL, copy that, add that URL here, add redirect URL, update, and this back up again. So do all that, all done, go back here. Okay, now connect my account, see what it says. Gave you an error, I have a fix to this, don't worry. Okay, so the easiest way to do it was I just unchecked these two, connect my account, and then I logged in, and then it was done. Don't know why that worked. Let's say, in fact, let's try this. Yep, and then you just allow unknown client, no client authentication included, unsupported. I don't know why it's done that. Okay, so that one didn't connect. Not sure what happened there. Let's try it again. Go to auth, get the ID. I'm going to delete this as well, just so you know. It could be because I've got two of the same links. I don't know. Grab that. Grab that. In fact, maybe we go with that. Connect my account. Nope. Don't do that. Uncheck. Connect my account. Allow. There we go. Successful. I don't know what. Maybe I had a typo or something. Seemed to have worked there. So now you can see I've got two connections for LinkedIn. I don't need to. I'm actually going to delete that first one. The second one, sorry. But that's how you do it. I'm going to delete this now because I just screwed up and shown my secret key or whatever it's called. Delete that. Blah, blah. Delete app. Okay, so that's how you do it. Very weird. Takes a while, but it's fine. It just, I don't know why it's so weird to do it. Now, okay, now we're connected. So let's just assume, so you want to, excuse me, you want to select resource post, and then your operation is to create, and then post as, so you can do person or your page that you set up. I'm just going to do person. Now, if I check organization, it should still, you're going to need the URN ID, so that's why it's better. Just do person. It's going to pull your personal account. That's my personal account. And then for the text here, all we're going to do is we're going to, every time this runs, every time this runs, you want your messenger model, you just want to input this content. Now, if your content gets inputted or outputted in like a with a formatting issue, then just change your prompt to remove the tags or whatever, or to make the format better. But this is basically what you want in the text. And then for media, you want your image, and then all you do for image is you go to your generate image. Damn, which one is it? No, you just select, you just put data. That's it. That's what you do. Put data. Yeah, that will do it. And then, yeah, that's what you do. Then it will do the image, I believe, because it's labeled data. Yep, there it is. Data. Okay. And then next step, all we're going to do to finalize this is update Airtable, update a record. And so, yep, use your Airtable connection, record, update, and then from list, we want to do the content base. And then we want our LinkedIn. Where are you not loading? There it is, LinkedIn posts. Map each column manually. Yep, we want to do that. And then all we need to do is the ID. We need the ID, and we get the ID from the search records. Yep, just put that in there. That's just the first field, so we're finding that field. Topic, you don't need anything. All you want to update, I mean, you can if you want a record of your content that you've posted, you can just put the AI response here, and just put that in there. Just so you know what's posted each day. Go back a sec. Oh, sorry, no. We want to post date. So this is the important part. We want to add in the post date section. You want to have, where is it? It's a variable. Sorry, my face is in the way. That's why this is becoming so difficult. So we want this variables and context, and then post now. We're just going to put now. Okay. So when it's posted, it's just going to update the field saying now, and then the next time this runs, which is the next day, this field post date is going to be filled. It's not empty, so it's not going to pull that next resource. Okay, and then you've also got a date of when it's posted, and that's it. Very simple. It's taken me longer than I anticipated because I had a few hiccups there, but let's see. Okay, so that should be good. Everything looks good now. Let's zoom out a little here. So we're going to schedule every day, search Airtable for these records. Then we're gonna use a HTTP request to pull the source file. We're going to clean that code. Not necessary, but it's here anyway. Then we're going to use AI to generate a post related to the data file. Related to the URL and the topic. Then we're going to generate an image related to that topic. Then we're going to upload it to LinkedIn. Then we're going to update another record in Airtable so it doesn't re-upload it. Okay, let's so there. That's the whole automation. Let's run this and see what happens. So we'll go to LinkedIn too, so we know. Let's go back to LinkedIn. So that's running in the background, still generating an image. It takes a minute. So if we've done this correctly, we should have a post here. We'll just go to my profile. Like I said, connect with me if you want to connect. I thought there was a section for posts. Sorry, I don't use LinkedIn that much. That's why I have automations like this. Here we go. You haven't posted yet. Show all activity. I deleted a bunch of posts here. Was that the one? That must be the one. That's it. Yep. Let's just make sure that's the right one. Yeah. Okay. Cool. There you go. So there you saw. It's just posted that on LinkedIn. Here's what it looks like. Are visitors bouncing from your site before checkout? You might have a conversion rate problem, one that's costing you serious sales. Here are 3 high impact and surprisingly simple ways to boost your online store's conversion rate today. Speed is revenue, build trust visually, create urgency, blah, blah, blah. And then it's even added some hashtags. And then there you go. And then it's created a relevant image. And I mean, now that's set. That's going to do that every single day. About the only thing you've got to do is the legwork for the topics. You can see here it's actually added, updated these fields. But you can do this about anything, and it doesn't have to be a resource on your own website. You can go to like a news source like Medium or something, or or wherever, and just like pull a story. As long as you set the content, the topic, and then if you don't like how it's producing content on LinkedIn, just change that prompt. But there you go. You have a super. I'm going to delete this because I really don't want it here, and it's not about my topic. It's just an example. But like you have a super high value automation here. It's only 8 steps, potentially 7 without this. It's not like a complex automation, and it's completely free. Just join my school community, hit like and subscribe, and you'll get this for free. So yeah, I hope you like this video. I know it takes a minute to do all these connections, but once you've done that, you can just create automations like this that are going to save your business time and money. And yeah, like I said, you just got to run out like 7 or 8, or do like, I mean, how fast do you think it's going to take you to just find like a few different articles instead of doom scrolling on YouTube or whatever, or Facebook? Just go in, grab some articles all related to your business. Doesn't have to be your own stuff, and then let LinkedIn post every day. And it makes you look like an expert. You know, it builds that credibility when anyone looks at your profile, and it saved you a bunch of time. And even if you're a social media manager and you do this for a living, imagine how much time this is going to save you if you've just got this automation running for, I guess you got to do it for LinkedIn. I think LinkedIn is more appropriate, but you could do it for Instagram. You could do it for Facebook, but I think LinkedIn is better here. So yeah, hope you like watching this. Please like and subscribe and sign up to my school community. There's a bunch more resources in there. I'm going to show you real quick. I know I've at the end of the video, so you might not even see this, but this is the community. Right now, I've just got my 5-day cold email system, and then I've got n8n, a bunch of automations here. I've got my cold email automation that I use for weekly uploads for scraping leads. I've got my proposal system that generates a proposal with AI. Used to be a paid product, it's now free in this. Then I've got the LinkedIn post AI generator, what we just covered there. So it's going to be a bunch more. I've got a bunch more automations in my videos. I just haven't uploaded them to this school community, but there's a lot of value in here, and the goal is I want you to have automations that you can actually implement into your business. You see so many different automations online, and they're all kind of bogus, or they're going to take you hours to set up. I know this video took a little longer than usual, but you should realistically have this set up in 10 to 15 minutes. I've already done all the legwork for you. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.